I was in the middle of a shower when someone suddenly slammed the door open. "Honey, can you help me scrub my back?" I called out cheerfully. All of a sudden, something hard pressed against my lower back. A man's deep, hoarse voice whispered right next to my ear. "The safety catch is already off, and you still call me honey?" My face flushed instantly. I hurried to step aside and snapped, "Pervert." The man glanced down at the small steel gun in his hand that glinted with a red light. His brows furrowed deeply, forming a crease. My new husband was indeed a bit odd. Ever since that incident in the bathroom when he had pressed up against me from behind, he had never crossed the line again. If I had known he was this shy, I wouldn't have pretended to be so reserved back then. I had only wanted to play a little chase game with him, so why wouldn't he take the initiative to come after me? After that, even if I just brushed against him lightly, his neck would flush red in an instant. Yet even so, he still refused firmly to fulfill his duties as a husband, until one day, I accidentally overheard him on a phone call. "She hasn't fully recovered yet. I can't make a move. No, my bottom line is only to target those who are healthy. Stop rushing me. When she's completely better, I'll do what I need to do." So that was it. A few weeks ago, I had been in a car accident, and when I woke up, I had lost all my memories. My husband, Karen, had stayed by my side for days, taking meticulous care of every aspect of my life: food, clothing, shelter, and daily needs. The doctors and nurses all said I was lucky, and at first, I thought so too. After all, not every woman gets to have a husband who is tall, handsome, and even has an 8-pack. But lately, he had been really abnormal. Even when I put on the most alluring nightgown, he could restrain himself completely. Even when I chased him into the study, even when his pants were practically straining, he still acted as if I didn't exist. Now I finally understood. He was worried that my body hadn't fully healed. I almost cried. My husband was such a good man, and I loved him so much. The call ended, and Karen turned around. When he saw me, his whole body froze instantly. He licked his lips, a hint of panic flashing in his eyes. "When did you get here? What did you hear?" I spoke softly. "Karen, all this time you've been restraining yourself. It's all for me, isn't it?" A sudden cold glint flashed in his eyes. He repeated my words slowly. "How do you know I've been restraining myself?" As he spoke, his hand unconsciously moved downward, as if reaching for something, or perhaps hiding something. My gaze followed his hand downward. Oh, the reaction was quite obvious. Humph, all men are like this. Tease them a little and they can't hold back. I stepped forward quickly, grabbed his hand, and pretended to be annoyed. "No need to restrain yourself anymore. I'm your wife, and it's my duty to help you solve your problem. Karen spoke each word slowly, his voice tight. "Do you know what my problem is?" I patted his chest lightly and teased. "You little rascal, do I really need to spell it out?" With that, I reached down and squeezed his problem hard. In an instant, I felt the change in my palm from soft to hard. He couldn't help but let out a low groan, his face turning bright red as he pushed me away abruptly. "Are you crazy? What are you doing?" "Helping you solve your problem. What else?" I said with a look of utter certainty. In the end, Karen still wouldn't let me help him. He turned around angrily and went to take a cold shower. I leaned against the bathroom doorframe, listening to the splashing water inside, watching his moving figure behind the frosted glass. My heart was pounding like a deer, used metaphorically to describe a fluttering, nervous heart. "Honey," I called out, deliberately putting on a worried tone. "Do you need help?" "No," he snapped back sharply, his voice tinged with tension. "Karen, are you even a man?" I huffed angrily and sent a message to my best friend, Chloe. "If a man blushes at the drop of a hat around you but refuses to touch you, what on earth is going on?" Chloe replied in seconds. "Is he impotent?" I immediately corrected her. "Impossible. His performance in that aspect is perfectly fine, super good. In fact, I tested it myself." "Chloe, you tested it with your own hands? Who even is this guy?" I typed, a little shyly, "My husband." "Chloe, you have a new husband again? Which celebrity is it this time?" "Me. Stop messing around. This one's my real husband." "Chloe, then maybe he's seeing someone else outside. You'd better keep a close eye on him. The flowers at home aren't as fragrant as wild ones. You know how it goes. If he dares to play you for a fool, just dump him." To be honest, even though Chloe was just a friend I had met in a game after losing my memory, her judgment of people was terrifyingly accurate. So, was Karen seeing someone else? With a wife like me at home, how dare he fool around outside? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I stormed off to confront him, only to find that he had already fallen asleep. Of course, his phone was locked, but in the drawer of his desk, I found a printed memo. It read, "Name, Leo Calder. Age, 25. Favorite fruits, watermelon, longan, loquat. Favorite animals, ragdoll cats, West Highland White Terriers, Turkish Van cats. Sleeping position preference, regular plus dominant style. Greatest ambition, seize the throne and ascend as queen." On the back of the memo, in Karen's handwriting, were just 4 cold words. "Shoot to kill. Leave no survivors."